What if I told you that it's not hard to let go? The real challenge is you knowing that you deserve better. You know, we go around life always doubting ourselves, always abandoning ourselves, making other things important, but except ourselves. We see everything else outside of us like it matters, but we act like we're not a part of that importance. Today, we're going to get into understanding how to let someone go and start choosing self. And I believe that everything I'm going to share with you, I hope you're ready to swallow the red pill, because we're going to dive into some truths that are really going to awaken you to realize that how important you are to your very own life, and you don't need anyone to define that.
Let's get lost.
I had to swallow a lot of red pills. God, it sounds like I'm a druggie. No, I'm talking about like the Matrix, where he has to realize the truth. I feel like today is the day that we are all going to choose the red pill on this one, because we're going to dive into some truths, beautiful souls. But if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Brittany Fontanez. What I do on this channel, I speak about spirituality with compassion, emotional awareness with love, and I do guided readings for each zodiac sign. And I talk about things that I feel need to be talked about, that is our divine right to know more than what we've been told. If you want to book your own personal reading healing session, all the information down in the description box. But other than that, beautiful soul, we're going to get into how to let someone go. And I know there's a lot of things out there that talk about how to let someone go, but I feel the keys that I'm going to share with you, 5 keys, are going to help you be able to let someone go, not only to move forward and allow someone who's truly meant to be by your side, but also to realize your own emotional independence. Now, before we get into it, excuse the background noise. I got a cat who's a hooligan. He's really clawing out the window right now. All right. Anyhow, so the reason why I wanted to do this video is because there is one thing in my life that made me so occupied to the point I couldn't even focus on myself. I couldn't even focus on who I am, knowing that I have so much to offer to this damn earth. And that one attachment was love. That one attachment was always wanting someone by my side. You know, there's nothing wrong wanting someone by your side and want to build an empire with someone and feel that you have a mission and you feel that everyone else has a mission. But there comes a time when you got to realize that when you attach yourself to wanting love with someone, you forget that you are already love. And that's what I want to share with you today. But the way to choose yourself and to let someone go is through these 5 keys. And the first key is, like I said, you guys ready to swallow that red pill? The first key is, are you in love with the idea of love? Meaning that we have a tendency to believe love is this certain persona. God damn, there's too many Disney movies that we watched. To the point that we only looked at the potentiality of something through rose-colored glasses, but we don't allow ourselves to see the truth through a person's actions. So sometimes when we're in love with the idea of love, we become obsessive, we become fixated, and you'll know this is because you're always constantly thinking about having someone by your side to the point you can't focus on your everyday life. And that's the first key, is realizing, are you in love with the idea of love? And if you are, then what are your perspectives about love? And if you realize your perspectives about love don't even resonate with what you're trying to build in your relationship or in your past relationships, then you are in love with the potentiality of what love should be like and not realizing what love really is about. It's about unconditionality for yourself and for another person, and knowing that things come and go. There's a such thing as impermanence. Sometimes people who are meant to go doesn't mean that we lose love. It just means that we have to realize there's more love we need to seek within in order to find that deep level within ourselves. And that's where we're going to get into the second tip, and how to let someone go and choose yourself. Realize your obsessions. Be honest. Realize your attachments. You know, I've learned that if I have an attachment to love, I got to realize I have a lot of other attachments in other areas of my life. To the point I realize that we get so caught up and thinking day in and day out, when am I going to find my love? When am I going to find this person? When is it going to happen? We don't even allow ourselves to see how important we are, how important the love that we have to give someone, the self deserves. To the point we abandon ourselves. To the point we don't focus on our goals and our dreams because we think the number one focus has to be love. And the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because I realized this pattern within my life. How I've not wasted time, I've learned a lot, but I have held myself back because I try to have someone by my side to go on a mission with each other. And then I realized this is not just an attachment within myself. This is an attachment within my bloodline, within my family line. And I'm like, bruh, we are obsessed with the potentiality of things. So that's the second way to learn how to let go of someone, is like, realize your attachment style. Realize your obsessional ways, if that's even a word. Realize what is it that keeps you attached to someone, thinking that that's what you need. And then you'll realize, little do you know, deep down, you're not really craving for someone by your side. You're really craving a deeper connection with yourself and how you truly want to feel. Now, the third tip is that how to let someone go and start choosing yourself is thinking that you deserve better. Because like I said in the beginning, the reason why we think letting go is hard, it's not hard to let go. The challenge is realizing that you deserve better. And that's the thing. Sometimes we don't want to let someone go because we think we don't deserve better. We think we can't get better. Like I said before, and the second tip is that you have to meet yourself at a certain level. Sometimes when people come into our life, it's here for the universe to teach us there's a deeper level that we can go within our self-love. But the second thing also is that you probably met that person at the level of self-love you're already at, and you probably already finished that level. You probably already overcame it. But when we still yearn and cling to that person, little do we know, we are subconsciously telling ourselves, we can't get better. We can't have better. And I want you to understand, you do deserve better. That's why things have to leave in order to make room for something better. So understand, it's better to love in loss than to not love at all. Because you learn how to love yourself a lot more deeper than before. Now, the fourth tip. This one is pretty deep one. And I know it sounds like so dramatic, just say it, Brittany. And that is, the way to let someone go and choose yourself is by realizing there's a difference between being patient for the person who has stated their intentions and being patient for the person who doesn't even make you a priority. You know, the reason why we make it hard to let go of someone is because we're trying to prove ourselves. And yet we believe, I'm gonna shun a lot of people for this shit. I'm gonna get shunned for this shit probably. But I just gotta state it. When it comes to the twin flame journey, we get so fixated on a label to the point we deal with the tolerance and the bullshit of people who don't even make us a priority. But yet when they finally do, oh my God, yes, I got a crumb. Really? You got a crumb? Do you really think you deserve that? Now, when I said in the beginning of this tip is that being patient for the one who stated their intentions, there's a difference between having someone say, listen, I want to be with you. I want this, but I have this going on. But please understand, I'm willing to work with you if you're willing to be patient with me. Communication is key. Vulnerability is everything. Honesty from the heart to heart conversation is everything. Now, for the other scenario, if you got someone who's hot and cold, in and out, undecisive to the point you pick up on their characteristics, to the point you start projecting that same thing outwards to them and they see it as something wrong, but yet they are doing exactly what you're reflecting to them, understand, you gotta let people go and choose yourself if they can't make up their mind about what they want. Because the majority of the time, people who are in and out are avoidant because they see love as pain. Don't allow yourself to give your precious love to someone who is not able to receive it because they're looking at their past disappointments. Like I said, if that person's willing to be honest with you about what they need and what they want with you, then be patient. But don't be patient for people who can't even make you a priority. Now, I'm not saying choose someone who chooses you over themselves. No, I don't want you to do that. No one deserves that, and you don't deserve that. What I am saying is that you want to choose someone who feels that you are an important part to their life. Not someone who just wants to come in as a convenience when they need something from you. And sometimes, here's a kicker. A lot of people think that people need people for money, that's why they come back, or something. Little do you know, people come back just for your energy, for your vibe, and just the fact that you actually have a fucking heart. Ain't that some shit? All right, now the last tip. This is where you want to be ready to choose that red pill. Because this is a hard one, this is a deep one, and this is a real one. When I realized this within myself, I'm like, no wonder why I haven't let someone go. No wonder why I haven't chose myself. Before I state this last tip, I want you to know the reason why it's important to choose yourself is because our Creator created you for something very unique, something very beautiful. And when you abandon yourself, you forget the real importance that lies within you. You forget your uniqueness. You forget how special you are. You forget how to make yourself a priority. Pretty much you putting yourself on a pedestal. Not to the point you think you're better than everyone, but you honor who divine made you to be. That's the important part. So this is the last tip. That is really, I know, is going to hit home for a lot of people who are going to be able to let someone go and choose yourself. And that is knowing that you're toxic too. And you might be saying, wait, what? Wait, I thought you were talking about, Brittany, someone hurting me. Let's be honest. When we allow people to hurt us, we're choosing to hurt ourselves. And it's because we're so familiar with the toxicity of receiving only little. We think because we have a good heart and other people don't understand our level, that we have to get down to their level in order to understand them, to help them. When we try to help other people who don't want to help themselves, we try to fix them, not for them, but for them to realize how lovable we are. And I want you to realize that's a toxicity in itself. That's codependent in itself. I would not. I had severe codependency, you guys. And not just with love only. With drugs, with porn, with, be honest, with sexting. All these different things. And now I realized, wow, I was the toxic one too. And when you attract particular people into your life that you feel you have to give yourself up for them, little do you know what they are, you are too. That's why they say what you attract. You attract what you are, not what you want. So it's very vital to understand your own toxic ways, your own ways how you approach love, how you see love, and how you receive love. So knowing this last tip, I know it's going to hit home for people, because I want you to understand that don't blame the other person. Don't blame the relationship. Don't see it as something bad. See it as the fact that I had to teach you that you're still not at a level that you fully, truly love yourself, wholly and completely. And I say this because a lot of people only want to see the good attributes of themselves. But I want you to understand, we have light and darkness, the yin and yang, the duality, the polarity, which makes up who we are, which makes up this whole universe. We can't deny that shadow part of ourselves. And before we can even allow that shadow to work with us and to work with our higher self, we got to see the toxicity that the shadow wears as a facade. And when we could be aware of what triggers us, of what allows us to stay where we know we need to go, when we could realize what makes us attached to a person, what makes us abandon ourselves, then you give yourself the clarity of knowing that it's not only about that other person, it's about you too. You're just as important as they are. But it's not about always showing up for them. It's about showing up for you. Now, if you're in a relationship and if you're wondering why it's not working, what are parts within yourself that you're not seeing that you might be projecting onto the other person? And what parts of your partner or that person that you are trying to let go of, what attributes make you attractive to what you see within them that you're trying to cover up with rose-colored glasses? That's very important. So realize, you guys, knowing your toxicity, knowing your obsessions, knowing your attachments, knowing what makes you think you don't deserve better, knowing that how you perceive love, the idea of love, when you can know all this, it will be easy for you to let someone go. And I'm not saying, before I let you guys go, that it doesn't mean you don't love that person. It doesn't mean you still don't want them. It just means that right now, it's about you. Right now, it's about loving who you are. Because maybe you haven't the way that the universe wants you to. Now it's time to see yourself the way the universe sees you. And before I let you guys go, I'm going to share this one last thing. When we yearn to have someone by our side, we're not really grasping to have someone. We're grasping for that love that makes us feel connected to life, that makes us feel the joy of life. And what if I told you that love you're seeking in another, it's not only within you, but you're craving a connection with our Creator that created you, so you could understand how to love you. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? So other than that, you beautiful beings, I just went right into this one. But if you find any clarity in this, if you apply these tips, please let me know your feedback. I really would want to know, because I feel there's a lot more I could share about this topic, but I only want to keep it at 5. But I did go the extra mile beyond 3, so I'm glad. But other than that, you beautiful souls, if this helps, please let me know your feedback. And other than that, if you resonated with this message, please hit that like button and subscribe to this channel and hit that notification button. But other than that, you guys, if you want to book your own reading or healing session, all that info is down in the description box below. But I really hope this brought clarity, and I really hope this helps. And other than that, you guys, I love you so much. And I'll see you on the next one. Namaste.